Good morning, dear students. In previous class, we have discussed about module 3 transportation problem, right? Now, next subdivision is assignment problem. Here, what is meant by assignment problem? What is the difference between transportation and assignment problems? Let us discuss first. Now, assignment problem. Here, what are the syllabus behind with this? Formulation, solutions to assignment problems by Hungarian method. Special cases in assignment problems, unbalanced maximization assignment problem, traveling salesman problem, TSP, difference between assignment and transportation, traveling salesman problem, finding best route by Little's method, and numerical problems. Okay. Now let us first discuss with this. What is the difference between transportation and assignment problem? This is very, very important question. See here, there are five important difference between these two. That is the difference between transportation and assignment problems. First, let us concentrate on transportation. Then we will simultaneously discuss with the assignment. See, first difference is this problem contains specific demand and requirements in columns and rows. Okay. Here, in transportation problem, demands and supply or demands and requirement in columns as well as in row. Columns represent here what? Demand, and row represent supply. Now, in the case of assignment problem, the demand and availability in each column and row is 1. Demand and availability in each column or row is 1. Now, second difference, total demand must be equal to the total availability. Here, it is a square matrix. The number of rows must be equal to the number of columns. Okay. Here, total demand and requirement is same. Here, it should be a square matrix. That means number of rows and number of columns in the matrix should be same. Next, the optimal solution involves the following conditions, that is m plus n minus 1. Here, the optimal solution involves which condition? M plus n minus 1. Here, m represent number of rows, n represent number of columns. Here, the optimal solution involves one assignment in each row and each column. Only one assignment in each row and each column. Fourth difference, there is no restriction in the number of allotments in any row or column. There is no restriction, but here there should be only one allotment in each row and each column. So here only one allotment, but here there is no restriction in allotment procedure. Last one, it is a problem of allocating multiple resources to multiple markets. So multiple resources to multiple markets, here we are allocating. But here it is a problem of allocation resources to job J. Allocation I suppose, then to job J. Here allocation resources I to job J, like that. Okay, from one to another only possible, but here multiple markets allowed. Now, what is the general form of this? The assignment problem is a special case of transportation problem in which the objective is to assign m jobs or workers to n machines. Okay, here suppose there m and n represent number of rows and columns. Here the objective is to assign m jobs or workers. Job or workers represented by m, and here we are assigning it to what? N machines, such that the cost is what? Minimized. Finally, the cost should be minimized. Here workers represent row, jobs represent columns. Here, now see again here C11, C12, C1n, this represent first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, nth column. Similarly for second row to second, here nth column. Similarly nth row, n1, n2 and so on. So this is the standard representation of the given assignment problem. Okay. Now Hungarian method. What is the method? The element Cij represent what? the cost of assigning worker I to job. So I and j starts from 1 to n. There is no loss in general, generality in assuming that the number of workers always equals the number of jobs, because we can always add here fabricated or fictitious or untrue workers or fictitious jobs to effect this result. So here there is no restriction, you can take or you can add anytime some other untrue workers or jobs we can assign here. The assignment model is actually a special case of the transportation model in which here the workers represent the sources and the job represent the destination. Similar case, source and destination, but here workers and jobs. Now, the supply amount at each source and the demand amount at each destination exactly equal to 1. So what is the cost of transporting workers I to job J is Cij. Understood? C11 stands for what? Worker 1 to job 1. Similarly, C12 represent worker 1 to job 2, like that. The assignment model can be solved directly as a regular transportation model. The fact that all the supply and demand amount equal 1 has led to the development of a simple solution algorithm called the Hungarian method. Okay, the fact that all the supply and demand amount equal 1, it should be equal 1, has led to the development of a simple solution algorithm called the Hungarian method. Now, here what is the algorithm behind with this Hungarian method? See, Hungarian method, first step 1, create 0 elements in the cost matrix by subtract the smallest element in each row as well as column for the corresponding row and column. Okay, we have to identify smallest element in each row as well as in each column, and we have to minimize that row and minimize the column so that we will get 0 element, right? Next, drop the least number of horizontal and vertical lines so as to cover all zeros if the number of lines are n. Here that is nothing but you have to join all zeros from that particular matrix after minimizing row and column such that we should get minimum number of lines. Either it may be horizontal or it may be vertical. Suppose if n equal to capital N equal to small n, here capital N represent what? Capital small n represent what? Capital N represent number of horizontal or vertical line which is joined for 0, and small n represent the order of the square matrix. Then an optimum assignment has been obtained. Suppose if n is less than small n, that is the number of horizontal line and vertical line which is less than the matrix order, then we have to proceed to step 3. That is what? Determine the smallest cost cell from among the uncrossed cells. Subtract this cost from all the uncrossed cells and add the same to those cells laying in the intersection of horizontal and vertical lines. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose the number of horizontal and vertical line, it is less than the order of the square matrix, then again what we have to check? We have to find the smallest cost element from what? Uncrossed cell and subtract it and add the same element to the what? Crossed cells, and what we have to do here, from crossed cell means in the intersection of horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so during problem explanation you will come to know about this sentence. This is very important. Now step 4, repeat step 2 and 3 until n equal to n. So we have to repeat the same process till we should get the order of the matrix which matches to the number of horizontal and vertical line which joins 0. Now examine the row or column successively until a row or column with the R0 is found. Enclose the 0 in a square and cancel out 0 any other zeros laying in the column. So what is the meaning of this? So here we cannot consider all zeros in one row. We have to strike out remaining zeros such that in each row and each column only one zero we have to consider. Okay. Now what is step 6? Repeat step 5 successively. One of the following cases arises. First one, no unmarked zero is left. Second one, if more than one unmarked zero is in same column or same row. In first case, the algorithm stops. No unmarked zero left means algorithm stops. But if the same row and same column contains more than two or more than two zeros, then what we have to do? See here. Then encircle one of the unmarked zeros arbitrary and make a cross in the remaining cells which contains 0 in its row and column. Okay. So if you mark 0 in any one row or column, next you should not touch the same row or same column for remaining zeros. You have to strike out. Okay. Now repeat the process until no unmarked zero is left in the cost matrix. So in each and every row and each and every column there should be one zero available. We now have exactly one encircled zero in each row and each column of the cost matrix. The assignment schedule corresponding to their zeros is the optimum assignment. Okay. So this is the procedure. These 7 steps we have to follow. The above procedure for assignment is what? Hungarian assignment method. See here one problem I will explain you. 3 jobs A, B, C are to be assigned to 3 machines X, Y, Z. The processing costs are as given in the matrix shown below. Find the allocation which will minimize the overall processing cost. See, they have given job as well as machine. What are the jobs? A, B, C. See, job A, B, C. And what are the machines? X, Y, Z. And they have given this table already. From job A to machine X is 19, job A to machine Y is 28, job A to machine Z is 31. First step, what we have to do? We have to identify minimum value in each row as well as minimum value in each column and do the row minimization and column minimization. Okay. Now, what is least element in first row? 19, right? What is least element in first column? 11. What is least element in second row? 11. What is least element in third row? 12. What is least element in second column? 15. Least element in third column? 13. First, let us only concentrate on row minimization. So, what we have to do here? Only consider A, B, C and X, Y, Z and identify which is the least element. 19 here, right? From each element of this particular row, we have to subtract this 19. So 19 minus 19 means 0. 28 minus 19 means 9. 31 minus 19 means what? You have to write like this. See. So this is the row minimization. Similarly, go for second row. What is the least element? 11. So 11 minus 11 is 0. 17 minus 11 is 6. 16 minus 11 is 5. Similarly, from the third row, 12 is the least element. From each element of this particular row, we have to remove this. So 12 minus 12 equal to 0. 15 minus 12 equal to 3. 13 minus 12 equal to 1. So this method we call row minimization. See here. Okay. Now let us concentrate on column minimization. So here in column, what is the least element here? This is the least element, right? Now from each value of this particular column, we have to remove this. So 19 minus 11 means 8, 11 minus 11 means 0, 12 minus 11 means 1. Similarly, here 15 is the least. So 28 minus 15 means 13, 17 minus 15 means 2, 15 minus 15 means 0. Next, 31 minus 13, 16 minus 13, 13 minus 13. Compute and write here. You will get 0, 0, 0 here, 6, 3, 0, 11, 4, 0. Now, look into this. Here, row minimization we are getting like this. Next step, what we have to do? Now, draw horizontal and vertical lines. So, what is horizontal and vertical lines here? Common. So, what we will get? Here we have to join all 0 values such that, see here, can we join like this like this L shape, so that each and every 0 it covers with the minimum lines. It may be horizontal or vertical, see here. Okay. Now, what remains here? Number of lines are how much? 1 horizontal and 1 vertical we have got. So total lines are 2 here. But the given matrix is what? 3 by 3 matrix. So here the number of horizontal line is 1 as well as vertical line also 1. But what is the order of this matrix? 3 by 3, no? So what is small n? Small n equal to 3, but capital N equal to what? 2. Total number of horizontal and vertical. Clearly n is not equal to n. And what happened here? Capital N is less than small n. Now what we have to do? Go through with the steps. Now in the uncrossed cell, the least cost is selected and subtracted for the remaining uncrossed. So what is uncrossed and crossed? So these are the crossed values. These are the uncrossed values. So what is minimum value from this uncrossed? That is 3. Now you have to subtract this 3 from each and every element of uncrossed element. So what we will get? 6 minus 3 is 3, 11 minus 3 is 8, 4 minus 3 is 1. At the same time, what we have to do? We have to add this value to the line which joins horizontal and vertical. So what is that common line? Intersection of these two lines here, this one. So we have to add this small element 3 to this one. So that is our next step. See here, that only we have given. So least element we have to identify and we have to add that to the intersection of horizontal and vertical lines. See 3 here we have to add, and remaining from remaining values we have to subtract that 3 values. So then we will get like this. Now what happened here? How many number of rows and how many number of columns here? So there are 2 vertical lines and 1 horizontal line. So clearly totally capital N equal to 3 and small n always we have discussed, it is 3. So what happened? The above matrix has 1 horizontal line and 2 vertical lines, which satisfies our condition that capital N equal to small n. So what we have to do next? What we have to do? Here we have to choose single 0 from each row and each column such that we should not collect other 0 from the same row or same column. It is left to you. Arbitrarily you choose and remaining you have to strike out. See, I will choose from first row only this 0. From the second row I will take this 0 and this I will strike out. From the third row I will take this 0 and this I will strike out. Simultaneously you have to concentrate such that in each column also it should be only 1 0. Okay. So what happens here? From first row I will take first 0 in flower bracket, and from the second row rest all I will cancel and I will mark only the 0 element. Similarly here. Now what happened? So whatever we took in the flower bracket, you have to consider that value from the given question. So first row first element, second row second element, third row third element. That is the assignment are what? From A X. That is what? First row first element. See here 19. Next second row second element 17. Third row third element 13. So we have to add each and every term. See here. From A X, that is 19. From B Y, that is 17. From C Z, that is 13. Add this. This itself is the final answer. Right? Now let us move to the another sum. Here solve the assignment problem. See here again there are 5 rows 5 columns, so it is 5 by 5 matrix. So what is small n? N is 5 because number of rows and number of columns. M cross n is what? 5, right? Now we have to Here 5 rows and 5 columns. So what is the small n number of what is the order of this matrix? 5, right? Now first identify the least element from each row. Here 8, here 6, here 12, next 17 and 10. So these are the least elements in each row. Similarly, least element in each column, here 9, 7, 8, 6, 15, right? Now each row we have to each element should be subtracted from least element. So what will happen? 11 minus 8, 17 minus 8, 8 minus 8, like this. So after minimization of rows, we will get like this: 3, 9, 0, 8, 12. Next 3, 1, 6, 0, 9, 1, 4, 3, 0, 4. Next 4, 7, 0, 11, 9, 4, 0, 2, 1, 5. Again, similar concept you have to apply for column minimization. That is what? Here 11 minus 9. Next 13 minus 9, 9 minus 9, 21 minus 9, 14 minus 9, like that. You will get column minimization, right? See here. So, after computing column minimization, we have to check whether capital N is equal to small n or not. That is, here, before that, check whether can we add all the zeros with the minimum row or minimum column. Check here. Say if you add row, see here, 0th row, you have to add all zeros in minimize number of rows or minimize number of columns, like that. So here if you add, what you will get? 1 row. Next this column, because here 0 is there. Next here see 2 zeros, so you can take strike out here. Again here strike out. So how many columns, how many rows? So 3 vertical lines we will get and 1 horizontal line. So 3 vertical and 1 horizontal together gives us what? All zeros we have linked. But what is capital N here? Capital N is 1, 2, 3, 4 number of vertical line and horizontal line. Together we call it as capital N. That is 4 here. But what is small n? Number of rows and number of columns, or what is the order of the matrix here? 5. But obviously this 4 is not equal to 5. So what we have to do here? We have to select least element from what? Least element from uncovered values, and we have to subtract each uncovered values from that, and that value should be added to what? The intersection of each row and column, or vertical or horizontal line. Then what we will get here? See, the least value in the uncrossed cell is 1. So it is subtracted for the uncrossed cell and added for the intersection of vertical lines and horizontal lines. So what we will get here? So minimum value is 1, right, in this uncovered data. So this value we have to subtract from each and every element of this. So 2 minus 1 means 1. Again 2 minus 1 means 1. 8 minus 1 means 7. 5 minus 1 means 4. 1 minus 1 means 0. 3 minus 1 means 2. Again 3 minus 1 means 2. At the same time, you have to add this to the intersection element. See here, 4 is the intersecting element. Similarly, 3 is the intersecting, and here 0 we have to add. So that value should be added here. Here we will get this table. Okay. Now again we have to check how many rows and how many columns we will get here. So total number of horizontal line is 3 and vertical line is 1, 4. Again here it is not matching with the order of the matrix n. So order of the matrix small n is what? Small n equal to 5 and capital N equal to 4. Repeat the same process till we should get n equal to n. So again what we have to do? What is the least value? Here again 1. So subtract it from each and every term in this. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Next 9 minus 1 equal to 8. 8 minus 1 equal to 7. 7 minus 1 equal to 6. Like this. See here we will get like this. Okay. Similarly 2 minus 1 equal to 1. 7 minus 1 equal to 6. Next 11 minus 1 equal to 10. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Now again what we have to do here, again we have to check whether n equal to n, yes here, or because number of columns we are getting here, all zeros we covered with the minimum lines, that is 5 lines. So here n equal to n matches. So what happens here, we have to mark here 0. How to mark 0? Such that in each row only one 0 should be selected and other 0 we have to strike out. Similarly in each column also one 0 we have to select, or we have to put it in flower bracket, and rest all we have to strike out. So here in the first row or first column I will select the first element as 0, that I will consider. See here in the next second, say only the possibility is this, right? This one I will select. But in the third case this is not possible because we have already selected this 0. So this is the third one. Next in fourth one, what? Okay, fourth one either we can select this or this one, it is left to you. Even fifth one, if you select here this one, here you have to select this one. So like this we have to select such that it should not be repeat in column wise. See here. Okay, so here first row first element, second column last element, third column fourth element, fifth column fourth column third element, fifth column third, fourth column second element, and fifth column third element we have selected, so that the value available in this position in a given matrix is the actual value we have to add. See here, first row first value is 11. Next second column last value 10, like that. So 11 10, like this you have to consider. See, second one is 10. Next third one is 17. See here, 17 for what? 17 16 and 6, right? Check here, 17 17, then 6 16. See here, each and every values available in that particular position we have to consider for assignment. So 1 can be assigned to what? 1 only, that is 11. Now 2 can be assigned for what? 2 can be assigned for fourth one, so that is fourth. Okay, next 3 can be assigned for a fifth. See this one, row wise. This can be assigned for a third one. See here, and fifth row can be assigned for what? Second column. So row, this represent row, 1 2 3 4 5 represent row, and this capital 1 2 3 4 5 represent a column. So first row assigned to first column, second row assigned to fourth column, third row assigned to fifth column, fourth row assigned to third column, fifth row assigned to second column, and we have to write these values and add that at the end. You will get the final answer, right? Now let us move to one more problem. See here, using the following cost matrix determine first one of optimal job assignment, second one the cost of the assignments. Now what is given here? Mechanic job. So mechanic A B C D E, here job 1 2 3 4 5. So these are the allocation given. That means what? How many rows and how many columns? Again 5 row 5 columns. So what is the small n? Order of this matrix is 5, right? Now we have to find the row minimization and column minimization matrix. Now what is the least element in this particular row? That is 2, right? This is 2. Next in the particular column, what is the least? 3. So each element from this particular row should be subtracted from this 2. So 10 minus 2 means 8. 3 minus 2 means 1. 3 minus 2 means 1. 2 minus 2 means 0. 8 minus 2 means 6. See here, that value we have given here. Similarly, again second row, 2 is the least element. So 9 minus 2 means 7. 7 minus 2 means 5. 8 minus 2 means 6. 2 minus 2 means 0. 7 minus 2 means 5. Like this. Again, here What is the least element? 2 is the least element. So 7 minus 2 means 5. Here 3, here 4, here 0, here 2. Next again here 2 is the least element. So 3 minus 2 means here 1, then 3, then 6, 0, 2. Again here least element is 6. So 3, 4, 3, 0, 4. So this is the row minimization, right? We have done. Now let us move to column minimization. Again check what is the least element in the particular column. Here 3 is the least element. See, this is not, you have to take for consideration, this is job values here, job assignments here. Now here 3 is the least, here 3 is the least, again 3, here 2 is the least, here 4 is the least. Now subtract from each value this 3. 10 minus 3 means 7, then 6, then 4, 0, 6, like this. Here column minimization we have given. Okay, so everything we have given. Now what we have to do? We have to join each and every zeros with the minimum horizontal or vertical line. Now look into this. This fourth column, it contains all zeros. So can we draw one single line? It will cancel each other. But here there are 2, and here 2, here 1. So what we can do here? Again one more here. So this one will cancel simultaneously. Now look into this. If you strike out this, it will get cancelled. Again if you strike out this, it will get cancelled. Now here what we have to do? Again this one we have to cancel, right? See, this one also cancelled. So totally how many vertical and how many horizontal? So one horizontal, 1, 2, and this also vertical is there. So 3 vertical and 1 horizontal. So totally how many lines? Total 4 lines. But here order of this matrix is 5. So what happens? Capital N is not equal to small n. That only we have explained. Now what we have to do? We have to identify what is the least element in this remaining uncovered element. Here 2 is the least, or here 2, anything is common, sometimes common appears. Now we have to remove this 2 from each and every uncovered element and add the same to the what? Intersection of the covered element. What is intersection here? This is the intersection. Next this is the intersection, then this is the intersection, because here one more column is there, we missed here. So this 2 should be add to this value, this value, this value. So what we will get here? 7 plus 2 means 9. Here 2, here 6. And here what happens? 2, 0, 0, 1. Here 3, 1, 3, 0. Like this we should get. See here. See everything we have mentioned. Okay. Again join each and every zero such that minimum horizontal line or minimum vertical line you have to consider. Here what happened? This row, each and everything will get cancelled. Even this column already got cancelled. Even this also got cancelled. Now what is the least value? 2. So this one cancelled, right? Now again we have to subtract this 2 from each and every element of this. Okay, now before that we can check how many rows and how many columns we got finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got the final, this one n equal to n, it satisfies the condition. So therefore what we have to do? We have to start now removing one by one 0, put in one bracket, and rest all we have to remove like this. So I will consider for the first column this as a 0, because only one contains this 0. So for the first column this is 0. For the second column I will choose this one. For the third I will choose this one. For the fourth I will choose which one? 0. Okay, anything you can choose here. All options are there. I will choose this one. And fifth one, this one. So that it should not repeat in each and every row or column. Now concentrate on these values in the given question and add. So first row, what is the assignment? Second one. Second row, fourth assignment. Third row, fifth assignment. Fourth row, first assignment. And fifth row, third assignment. So that only we have mentioned. See here, A, B, C, D, second row, like this. That element what is available in the given table that you have to write and you have to add. So that is the minimum cost in rupees. Okay. Now let us move to the one more sum here. Job shop needs to assign 4 jobs to 4 workers. The cost of performing a job is a function of the skills of the workers. Table summarizes the cost of the assignments. Workers 1 cannot do job 3 and workers 3 cannot do job 4. Determine the optional assignment using the Hungarian method. See, already they have given 4 workers, 4 jobs. So there are matrix. What is the small n here? That is order of the matrix is 4. Okay, and what they have given? Worker 1 cannot do the job of which worker? See here, according to that you have to mention worker 1 cannot do job 3. So worker 1 cannot do job 3. That means that is empty. Next, worker 3 cannot do job 4. Worker 3 cannot do job 4. Rest all they have given like this. Now again here we have to start row minimization and column minimization. See here, that one we should not touch. You should keep as it is. Now look into the row wise. What is the least rupees available here? 20. For first row 20, second row also 20, third row 30, fourth row 20 again. What about column wise? Here 50, here 20, here 20, here also 20. Now subtract from each. So 50 minus 20 means 30, again 30, this is dash, this is 0. See, like this you have to do row minimization. See again, for the second one what you will get? 50, 20, 0, 10, 60, 0, 20, empty, 50, 0, 40, 50. That we have done already in previous all sums. Now similarly column minimization. What is the column minimum value in the given question? Column, according to column 50 here, here 20, here 20, here 20. Now subtract each. 50 minus 50 is 0. Again here 20, here 40, here 20, like this. So here 30, 20, 10, 0. Like this you have to work out. So you will get the column minimization. After doing this column minimization, what we have to come to conclusion here? You have to join each and every 0 such that it should cover with the minimum lines. It may be horizontal or vertical. So here this one get cancelled. Here this one will strike out. Here this one I will strike out. So what remains here? Only these 5 elements left. In this, first we have to check 4. So number of matrix order is 4. That means here total number we should get same. Then only we can compute further. But here 1, 2, 3. So obviously it is not equal, right? Because capital N is 3, small n is 4. So what we have to do? We have to go for the next procedure. What is that? Check what is the least element available in this. Here 10. Now we have to subtract this 10 from remaining uncovered values. And we have to add the same value for the intersection of the covering value. So what is the intersection line here? 30. So 30 plus 10 we have to do. And here we have to subtract from each element. 20 minus 10, 30 minus 10, like that. So what we will get here? See, we will get like this, right? 10. And this dash empty element you should not touch. You should keep as it is only. And the remaining, wherever the joint is there, intersection is there you have to add the same element. See here, here 30 is there, no, here you have to add this 10. Okay, now let us move to the next, this one. Check again how many zeros are there, just join that and check whether it can be equal or not. See, 1, 2, again 3. Obviously it is not equal. Now what happened? Again you have to check what is the least element. Again add it to the uncovered element and add it to the intersection of element and subtract it from the uncovered element. So least element is 10. No, 20 minus 10 is 0. Next 10 minus 10 is 0. Next 20 minus 10 is 10. Here 40 minus 10 is 30. Then 40 minus 10 is 30. But at the same time you have to add it to what? Intersection element. So what happens here? 30 plus 10, here this is 30, right? Then you have to add, then check whether all 0th row and column will be cancelled with the help of minimum row or minimum column? Yes, obviously with the help of 4 columns only we can eliminate, or with the help of 4 rows only we can eliminate. So here what happened, the number of rows and number of columns together, the lines is horizontal or vertical line is total 4. It matches with the small n, that is the order of the matrix. So what we can do here now? Now we have to choose in each and every row as well as each and every column such that 0 we have to keep only once. Rest all we have to strike out. So that we have continued in the next slide. See here. So I am considering here for the first this one, this last element as a 0, and for this third, for this second, and this for first one. Rest all 0 you have to strike out. And what we have to do? The first row is assigned for fourth element. See, first row is assigned for fourth. Second row is assigned for third. Third row is assigned for second. Fourth row is assigned for first. So that element, particular element from the given question you have to select and write. See, first row, fourth element. What is that? First row, fourth. You have to write, and finally you have to add, see, 20. Then second row, third element, what is given? Second row, third element, 20. Then third row, what is that? Compute. Third row, what is that? Second element. See, third row, second element is 30. Fourth row, first element, that is 70, right? See, we have to add all this. So this is the actual value, minimum cost. Or here what happens? See, here you can see one more logic here. 1 related to 4, 4 related to 1. Or you can write 4 related to 1, 1 related to 4. Similarly, 3 related to 2, 2 related to 3, or 2 related to 3, 3 related to 2. See here, it is just like a what? 2 sequences, right? Now just this is for your confirmation. Totally we need to find the minimum cost from the given procedure. Okay, now next move to the one more sum. A typical assignment problem presented in the classic manner is shown in figure. Here there are 5 machines to be assigned to 5 jobs. The numbers in the matrix indicate the cost of doing each job with each machine. Jobs with the cost of M are disallowed assignments. The problem is to find the minimum cost matching of machines to jobs. Say machine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and job 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here this is the given statistics. Now here can we draw one more this one network concept. See, the network model is in figure 2. It is very similar to the transportation external flows are +1 or -1. The only relevant parameter for the assignment model is R cost, that is shown in the figure for clarity. All other parameters should be set to default values. Okay. The assignment network also has the bipartite graph. Like bipartite means this is not directly related to the first. See, similarly this is not directly related to the second, like this. Now here M1, M2, M3, M4, here we are assigning everything is +1, and for jobs we are assigning -1. This is the given model according to the given question. Okay. Now this is actual model. So this is the given problem. Using Hungarian method we solve the problem. Again start. Only concentrate on least element from each row and each column and start working out with this. See here, what is the least element? We have to remove the sign from minimum values only, not from the constant. So what? 1 is the minimum value, 8 minus 1 is 7, this is 5, this is 11. Similarly here minimum is 7, 8, here 5, 0, here 3. Next, what is the minimum value? 5 here. So 10 minus 5 means 5. Here 0. Here 14 minus 5 means 9. Like this you have to write. That is the row minimization. See here, everything we have done. And we should not touch the constant values m. You have to keep as it is. Okay. Similarly, work out with column minimization. What is the column minimum here? From this, here 10 is the minimum. Here 8 is the minimum. Here 6 is the 5 is the minimum. Here 12 is the minimum, here 1 is the minimum. Now subtract it. So 15 minus 10 means 5, here 0, here 2, here 8, like this. So this is like this you have to do for each and every. So you'll get the column minimization, right? Sorry, here 10 is the minimum, right? So yes, correct, 5, then yes, 0, 2, 8, like this you have to. Here one mistake is there, it is not 5, it is 8. Next, similarly compute it for each and every column. Then what we will get here, again same procedure. Each 0 row or each 0 column we have to strike out with the help of minimum number of horizontal row or vertical column. Here what happens, we have to cancel like this. Here also we can cancel like this. So total 1 2 3 4, 2 horizontal line and 2 vertical line, there are 4. But actually what is the matrix order here? 5. Obviously capital N is not equal to small n, therefore we have to move to what, check what is the least element from the given uncovered, subtract that from the remaining uncovered element, and add the same element to the intersecting points of vertical and horizontal line. Now what is least element in this all? 1, right? Now subtract from each. So 8 minus 1 means 7. Next 5 minus 1 means 4. Next compute like this. Similarly 3 minus 1 means 2. Next 1 minus 1 means 0. 7 minus 1 means 6. Again 5 minus 1 means 4. Like this you have to write. Again cancel all the zeroth, this one simultaneously wherever it is intersected. Here 0 is there, right? That 1 should be added to this 0. That is 1 plus 0 is 1. Similarly 3, here 3 plus 1 means here it should be 4. Okay, here it is 4, it is missed here. Now again draw the line for 0. You have to cover for 0. Again what happens here, these 3 columns get over and this row get over. Now again we have to check how many rows and how many columns. So how many horizontal line? One only horizontal line. Vertical lines are 3, total 4. Again it is not matching with capital N, not matching with the small n. So what we have to do, again we have to identify what is the least element from the uncrossed cell. Again here 2. So what we have to do, subtract this 2 from each and every uncrossed cell, and we have to add the same to the intersection of the horizontal and vertical. So we will get like this. See here. Now obviously here total 5 columns or 5 vertical lines we are getting, right? So 5 vertical lines we are getting to remove all zeros. Now what we have to do here, from each and every row as well as each and every column we have to identify 0 such that it should available only once, and rest all, suppose if 0 repeats, so you have to remove that from the particular row or particular column. So here 1 0 only 1, so you have to consider this only for the first row. Now for the second there are 2 options. Now anyone you choose such that it should not affect the next calculation. So here I am choosing the first, here I am choosing the third, next third row. So there are how many possibility? 1 2 3, but this which is the possible combination, this is already done, so this particular column is not allowed, so this one you have to choose. Similarly for fourth one, first one we have to choose, remaining 0 you have to cancel. Okay, similarly for this only this is the option left, because this one already we have chosen, so that particular column 0 not allowed. Now you have to identify, so from the first row fifth value, for the second row third value, from the third row fourth value, from the fourth row first value, from the fifth row second value. According to that you have to assign. See here, so we are getting like this. So at particular that point we are not getting any single value, because here m and n all given, so you have to write like that only. Okay, whatever they we are getting, just you write like that. So what we are getting here, see the solution to the assignment problem is shown already, has a total flow of 1 in every column and every row. See here, if you add you will get only 1 1 1 1 only. So is the assignment that minimizes the total cost. Okay, so these are the problems under assignment problem. Okay, now this is with the help of Hungarian method, very important and very easy concept. Please go through with this concept properly.